praying for whoever think they compete. Salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 cheesy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life for like 3 weeks, cause that's all I needed. She wanna go on a trip and retreat, but I'm sorry, I never retreated. I set the bar so high that you might as well leave it. I'm going undefeated, I broken the system, had to breach it. That's mission impossible, mission completed. Salute when you see me, yeah. I got the heart of a god and a genie. I want you to love me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Washington football team. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Jacobs once more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he was a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me, with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
On play action, now Carr rolling to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On play action, it's Carr sliding out of the pocket. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They go play action here. Mon steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And some room to work. The 30. 10, 5, touchdown Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Into this, and his first carry, he loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready, and above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff for Gibson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss, and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they felt like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
That catch good for only a couple. Second and 8 coming up. Ron going to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Thorold, that got in there to bring him down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Here's Mond. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and it's complete. They're going to get the first. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down. These two teams all tied after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's James. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And for Derek Carr, on that last completion, he just went over 30,000 career passing yards. A guy that came into the league in 2014 and not the first guy that leaps into your mind when you think of quarterbacks that have piled up big passing numbers, but Carr has been consistent, and congratulations to him on going over 30K. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on 2nd down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. This Washington defense, they've stood tall the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Mon looks to throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mon. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run it and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Second and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now Carr to try again after the pick 6. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From just shy of midfield, Carr. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up first downs.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Play action. Now it's Carr. They'll roll him out right. Here's a diving catch right side. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now is Carr. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
And now he'll fire deep downfield for James.
And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's James. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now Carr. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take it through.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. Mond's throw taken in by Samuel.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mond. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And just a yard to go here on second down. Looking to throw. That's Samuel, caught left side. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Mon now off of play action. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Mond out of the shotgun. He finds his man, complete. That's Love. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And here's a give to Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, his 21st touchdown of the season. And Washington has retaken the lead. Lambo on for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything different.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think we could all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Off the play fake, Mond. Being chased out left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player for the play that he likes to run best.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On 1st down, here's Mon. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
3rd quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Now Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mon looks to throw on 1st down. Taking a shot for Samuel. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are right back in this football game. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Raiders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Carr will look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mon completes it to Fitzgerald. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Gibson on the read option. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll run with Gibson.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Here's Mon. They're going for it.
Got his target, Samuel. And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. Out to his left. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And Washington going to add on to their lead.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
That is incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, he finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the interception by the Washington defense leads to a touchdown.
Lambeau to add on the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw his Carr. And he will find his man Ruggs. Touchdown Raiders. Henry Ruggs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. DeAndre Carter returning it. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And some strong running. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Washington, they continue to make